Welcome back. We are the Mail-In Podcast. Recording live. Not live, I guess. We are live. But we're in lovely Austin, Texas. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm your host, Brett Merriman, and to my right, we have the lovely Sally deFries.
Good morning, Brett.
In the building.
We actually kind of all have the same color palette happening.
I mentioned that to Randy upon walking in this morning. I said,
okay.
Huh.
Well, I didn't know that y'all were wearing what you were wearing, but
Yeah.
it's
What's
the
up?
subconscious mind.
It is. It is. Subconsciously, we're on the same wavelength. That bodes well for a good mail-in episode today.
Cream tops and khaki pants.
I got accused. Well, I mean, I get accused of this constantly with Will, and it's totally subconscious because literally last night we went on a date night.
Ooh.
Really more of a business meeting.
Business lunch?
Like, seriously, because it was like, we need to talk about stuff, but we need to do it when we can both give like full effort into it. So we recently, like this semester, I asked a college girl, like, hey, you down for like a weekly or bi-weekly date night?
Oh.
She was. And I was like, cool. We're going to start off right. We're going to
So Will's watching the kids while you go on a date with this girl?
Are you dating a college chick?
Okay. She comes over and babysits. We go on a date night. We went to Bartlett's, Hillstone, for those of you at home who aren't from Austin.
Mm-hmm.
It is not technically a Hillstone.
Okay.
But it was Hillstone adjacent.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
It was a Houston's for a long time. And then
really?
Yeah, which is also Hillstone.
Mm-hmm.
But then something happened with the franchising, whatever, and the person who owns Bartlett's like bought it outright, but also bought the rights to serve Hillstone recipes, like spinach artichoke dip.
Okay.
Have you been to Bartlett's?
I never have.
Okay, then why don't we go?
Bartlett's.
What do you mean? What?
Slaps.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've heard.
Have you been to Hillstone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sally, if you know, we didn't do a Christmas dinner, but it's been thrown out. We're going to have a beginning of the year, like kickoff dinner for the guys here.
Oh my God, Bartlett's.
Dave said Bartlett's, and then I'm like, that sounds good. And then we're like not doing it now.
The thing about Bartlett's that's really underrated in Austin, I think it has like a cult following, but it's in a random location. It's a little north, and it's not like in a hot area, like
at all. It's like you're driving there and you're not going anywhere after.
Well, I mean,
unless you want to go to Cover 3.
Oh wait,
yeah. If you want to go to Cover 3, there's like a bowling alley. I think
there's an Alamo Draft House right there.
Yeah.
This isn't the barbecue. I'm thinking of Lambert's, right? Is that the one downtown?
Lambert's is barbecue.
Gotcha. Okay, then never mind. We go to Bartlett's.
Bartlett's,
I was thinking Lambert's this whole time.
Absolutely slaps. First of all, you're like getting a steakhouse feel ish, but it's not just steak. Like Will ordered a steak last night. I had salmon. One of my, but appetizers phenomenal. Drinks phenomenal. I'm currently in dry January, so I did not drink.
Okay.
They've got a great wine list, and it's just every time I go, it's good. They just don't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
their consistency rating. It sounds like it's off
unbelievable.
The charts. Yeah, I do have some inside info on Bartlett's.
What?
I may know an investor.
Okay.
In the Bartlett's, call it franchise or LLC or whatever you want to get into there. Second location, keep an eye out.
So this location has existed for this location probably at least 20 years, I would say.
Yeah.
But they like similar. It's not an Austin institution as in it's like specific to Austin because again, it's Hillstone adjacent, but the people who are regulars there are like regulars.
Like die hard.
They are like entrenched. Actually, when we were there last night, I saw one of the doctors that I work with, and he and his wife, they're like late 70s, literally go on weekly date night every Wednesday. And I forgot until I saw him, and I was like, oh my gosh, should have known.
Yeah, always date your spouse.
Yeah,
isn't that what they say?
Yeah. So we had a little business meeting. Anyway, back to the story. We're like, I'm not going out. I'm not fully glamming, because it's Wednesday.
Okay.
Will gets dressed. I had taken Charlie to go get something, got back to the house. He's wearing khakis and a black sweater. Okay. I go to get dressed, pull these pants out that are pretty much khakis.
Yeah.
Or jeans. And a black cardigan.
Ooh.
And I'm like, putting it on, not even thinking about it. And he walks in the room and I'm like, damn it. And I was holding them. So before he could accuse me, like, you copied my outfit, I just was like, Hold on, I need another second to figure out what I'm going to wear. It's totally subconscious. Like I'm not meaning to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I walk out and I'm in something that's very similar to what he's wearing.
It happens. I guess that means Randy and I are dating.
Yeah, but I think
You couldn't
really in
pull
my
me.
subconscious, I see it. I like clock it.
Oh, so you saw his fit prior.
I saw it prior.
And then subconsciously.
Was like, oh,
followed
like I
suit.
should wear these in a black cardigan.
Mhm.
And it
I
was the
gotcha.
exact same thing.
What's it take? The one thing I'll say on Bartlett's, south of the river is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
/ lake / whatever you guys call the Austin
Body of water.
body of
That
water
splits
there.
the city.
That splits the city. Yes. How long is it, like if you going from call it couch and unready to walk out the door for you? What time period are we looking at?
Last night, 10 minutes.
Oh, that's I mean, all right. How about like not wedding glam, but
If
girl's
like,
birthday dinner?
like my hair needs to be washed.
Okay.
Would likely was going to do it today. Probably still will do it today.
Uh-huh.
The problem is that now that I like do my hair the way I do, I have to blow it out every time.
Mm-hmm.
And you heard it here first. I was going to film a hair tutorial,
Whoa. Sal Gals.
but this is even like more pulling back the curtain. I was advised by someone, aka my husband, to buy a ring light for
Oh.
said video because
boy.
the lighting in our house blows and it like makes
Mhm.
everyone look a little jaundiced.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
little too, it's like too
Too
warm,
yellow, too warm.
but then like, or it's like aggressively fluorescent. There's no in between,
Right. Oh yeah.
which is like Will is very aware of because he
Mhm.
takes photos a lot.
Sure.
I
does.
am fully unaware of, so I'm just like doing stuff and can't figure out why I look like shit.
It's because everybody has professional lighting when they do
Yeah,
these videos.
so I bought a ring light.
Wow.
But I'm just getting a small one to clip on my phone to
Okay.
like try it out.
Yeah.
see
You're
what-
not going full tripod ring light.
No,
I mean, Randy's got.
I might in the future
Yeah. If it turns out great. you
if
might as
it turns out great, but I have not done that yet. So anyway, if I have to do like full hair, I need to wash my hair probably an hour and a half before I leave, maybe 2 hours before I leave.
well. Mhm.
But I'm not getting ready the whole time because then
Yeah.
I dries for 30 minutes like in a towel. Then I blow dry it. That's 30 minutes plus like makeup is 20 minutes.
I think it feels like blow drying ends up being the longest piece of everything when girls get ready. I'm doing
Yeah.
air quotes here. It's if you're gonna get the hair wet, tack on 45 to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't wash my hair every day
Mm-hmm. I don't either.
because it's too much
gotta-
work.
Right. And you got to keep your hair oils.
That's debatable. Honestly,
Ah,
there's a lot more research coming out now that like healthier hair is hair that's washed every like 2 to 3 days.
I go like once a week. That my hairdresser, stylist person, shouts to Erica, in New York was like once a week. That's all you need. For maybe men's hair is different.
I think it just
But-
depends on what you're doing too, because
Yeah.
you need your scalp to be healthy and like, yes, you don't want to be stripping the oils off your scalp
Mm-hmm.
daily,
Sure.
but you also don't want to cause like, all of us have what's called the normal flora or the bacteria that sits on your skin, scalp,
Mm.
gut, etc. That's in your nasal cavity, etc. Like it's all different per body part, but it's the bacteria that the biome essentially that sits on your
Mm.
head
Sure. Your personal microbiome.
that keeps your pH balance normal, etc. And if you don't wash your hair enough,
Mhm.
or maybe especially if you're like sweating
Yeah.
or it can lead to bad conditions because it's either like yeast overgrowth or a bunch of other things.
Bunch of stuff. I go Fridays usually because I play hockey Thursday night. So
Yeah.
you want to get and I shower after hockey, obviously. But
Mine's usually Thursday
Mhm.
and then a day like a Sunday or a Monday,
Okay.
depending.
Right.
Like
dig it.
Sunday if it's like the weekend has been,
Particularly rambunctious.
yeah,
or
which is never the case.
sweaty or kid stuff or
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, it's case by case. Randy, what's your hair regimen? Your nice little flow over there. Your coif.
Pretty much every day.
Just washing her every day, huh?
Mm-hmm. It depends. The only time I don't shampoo is if I hadn't like worked out prior.
Yeah.
Like then I'll just maybe just condition it. But
Yeah,
usually I'm trying to work
conditioner's
out
good.
every day and like I get sweaty and greasy. I'm like, well, I don't want to not wash.
Yeah,
So
no, that's fair. That's
but
fair.
then I towel dry, hit a couple spritz of the sea salt
Nice.
spray,
Yeah.
rack it in there,
Mm-hmm.
rake, whatever. Then I hit it with the blow dryer. Then I hit it with the paste.
Yeah. Okay. You know some ball.
I know some
I got to
ball.
get you on a hair oil. Then we'll be really cooking with
I don't need a
gas.
hair oil.
Okay. All right. I tried, Sal. I'm going through the Bartlett's menu. I do appreciate that they put pictures next to their dishes, or most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a world where that can feel tacky, but it also is a tremendous help.
Yeah.
Like on the website, throw some pics up. I don't need it on the menu itself, like Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
But, that spinach and artichoke dip looks
so good.
Just tremendous.
Honestly, I have ordered that as just my meal before.
I get. I mean, as somebody who
their smoked salmon appetizer also phenomenal.
Ooh, that sounds great. I do a lot of. I'm a big apps guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that about me. I'm prone to fill up on apps pretty quickly.
Will has a top-notch order there.
Okay.
So what Will does, and then we might actually get into the episode 12 minutes in, is there's the Asian noodle salad. It's like noodles, cabbage, like peanuts,
I'm
some
looking
like
at it right
sauce
now.
situation.
Dope.
And they recommend that you do steak, add steak to it. But the steak they add is like basically steak bites that are marinated in a specific like Asian marinade.
Yeah.
So if I go and I'm getting something for Will, he asks for just the steak from the Asian noodle salad, but not the Asian noodle salad itself.
Okay.
Because it's marinated. A side of creamy horseradish. Their horseradish sauce absolutely slaps.
Okay.
And a loaded baked potato.
Damn.
So their baked potatoes are phenomenal. And it's one of their best sides. And that's his meal. And it's honestly,
great.
It's like a very, like if you know ball at Bartlett's, it's a very good meal.
A very ball knower meal at Bartlett's.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we got to get there.
We need to go to.
I think that's the plan.
To Bartlett's company dinner.
Mail in offsite.
Yeah. Honestly, we probably could record a podcast back there in one of the booths.
I'm sure they would.
With the Roadcaster, they probably like on a. I mean, they're always packed though.
Oh yeah, it's an Austin institution.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out. Second location, Randy. Potentially in a very advantageous spot for some certain friends of ours. I'm doing too many vagaries. But
yeah, you're not even supposed to be talking about this. That person probably told you in confidence, Brett. And
they
you're
did.
out here telling everyone.
So I'm trying to keep it vague, but keep an eye out. Speaking of food, should we dive into our friends over at Factor real quick before we get into this thing?
Sure.
New year, big goals, no time to cook. Randy, he's got so many things to do, so many projects.
I do actually have a new project on the works soon.
Ooh, boy, well, Factor makes it easy with fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs. So you can eat well without the shopping or the cooking. Randy, do you know what goes inside Factor meals?
Food.
Well, how
food.
How about quality, functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats? You know what there's none of?
I don't know.
How about no refined sugars? Whoa. No artificial sweeteners.
Really?
And no refined seed oils.
Miss me with that.
Right, exactly. I'm a big fan of Factor. They've sent us meals throughout the years and smoothies throughout the years. They are just a solid company that gets you where you need to be in very little time. And they're prepackaged. You throw them in the microwave. I plate the meals. Randy prefers to eat them out of the container, and that's okay. You can do either way.
Yeah,
you're saving time regardless. And in Randy's case, a bunch of cleanup.
Exactly.
Over 100 weekly rotating meals. Options include high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean diet, GLP-1 support, and ready to eat salads. Plus the new Muscle Pro collection, which supports strength and recovery. Always fresh, never frozen. Ready in about 2 minutes in the microwave. No prep, no stress. You're good to go.
Sounds great.
Want the deal, Sal?
Yeah.
Head to factormeals.com/mail50off and use code mail50off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for a year. You hear that, Randy?
For a year?
Free breakfast for a year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renew subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor. Again, it's mail50off. And factormeals.com/mail50off and use code mail50off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for a year.
You want me to read the first one?
Dive in.
Can Sally please discuss Heated Rivalry? She was the first person I heard mention hockey smut, and we, collectively as a nation, are now deeply obsessed with this show.
Sally is the, I was going to say the queen of smut. I think that's probably not the right way to put it, but you have certainly introduced smut to myself on this podcast. Heated Rivalry was a show born out of a smut series.
Yes, called Heated Rivalry.
Your thoughts? Have you read Heated Rivalry?
I haven't even seen it.
Ooh.
I know.
Okay.
I probably should have let you know that before you put this show on the rundown.
You know what's funny is I was like, oh, Sally's she's geisty. She knows what's going on. She's seen it.
So if ever a show was going to be completely up my alley, it would be this one.
Okay.
It just happened to be the perfect storm of like, it came out
So
right.
to speak.
Yeah. Pun intended. Like, I think at the end of the year or beginning of this year, end of last year, really busy time. And we were like trying to catch up on other stuff. And also, unfortunately for yours truly, I have to put my son to bed every night and now lay in there with him until he falls asleep, which is sometimes like an hour-long ordeal.
Okay.
So my TV watching is very lacking. And I was also, pun intended, balls deep in some other smut novels.
Nice.
So I haven't watched it. It is on my must-watch list.
Wow. Okay.
Which has included basically that and Industry, because Will really wants me to catch up on that. And honestly, when we get done today, I'm gonna go home, and Will's probably not gonna be back till like 5. I'm gonna probably go knock out an episode or two.
Okay.
Not that Will isn't interested in it, but I think that he's not.
Maybe the Target demo?
Yeah, not saying that guys who are not homosexual can't enjoy it.
For sure.
I just don't think there's other stuff that Will wants to watch first. You know, we don't have to talk about Emily in Paris, but we are currently trudging through that season. Also, I do love Emily in Paris normally, and this season has been tough.
Okay.
To continue to maintain. It's on my radar, and we'll be watching soon. And honestly, would have liked to apologize to all the fans for not having watched it sooner because it involves things that I love.
Namely hockey. Apparently Sally's a big hockey girl now.
According to that text
According to
I'm
a
on
group
with you and
text
Hot Colin.
Right.
And I think that this is kind of the perfect storm. The reason that it is like really caught fire and like has become such an obsession, I think is because it's two things that people secretly love but won't say they love. Hockey and smut.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like obviously there's the added part of like, we really don't have that kind of representation in normal pop culture of like a homosexual love story, right? Like even in smut alone, like that exists obviously, and there are some other like same-sex romance
or like B plots or characters on a show,
right?
Tier 2 characters,
but you don't get that to be the sole focus,
right?
And I think that that's what's really caught everyone by surprise is like, not only is it that like, because I think that people, especially if you're not like a smut or even romance novel reader, not saying that you have to have been a romance novel reader to enjoy like romance in all forms, but I think most people are like, okay, I can't I can't watch a show about gay hockey guys. Like I won't do it. And I think what we're realizing is that like level of like heat, passion, etc. is a really great form of like entertainment to take in. It resonates with a lot of people. That's why people like smut.
Yeah. Hockey guys, tremendous lovers.
Yeah.
Throw that out there.
But I also think
Okay, Brett.
I think that it's the two-pronged thing. It's like I think people were kind of surprised, like, oh, I consider myself heterosexual. Kind of can't believe I'm into this like this gay hockey romance. And also, as a country, we don't really respect hockey that much, or that we should.
Zing.
That is
Yeah,
appropriate.
Of the big four.
Of the big four, it's definitely not.
Definitely
Yeah,
number
yeah.
four.
And especially being somewhere from like the South, where
Sure.
like no one in the South I mean, maybe people care about the Texas Stars or the Dallas Stars. Sorry, Texas Stars, the local team. But I think that also caught people by surprise. You know,
totally. I mean,
those of us who've been around hockey smut for a while know that this would have been popular.
Yeah, as a member of the hockey community, we're psyched at the response. We're just like, yeah, hockey's cool, hockey's fun, hockey players are hot, and like to are lovers, and I think it's been a cool like to see the world sort of been like,
and having not watched it at all,
hockey's
I
sick.
love the two guys who are the main actors.
Yeah,
I don't remember what the one other guy's name is. Obviously, everyone's like all up on Connor's story, but I kind of love that they just kind of were. I mean, I know for a fact Connor's story was a complete unknown. I think the other guy was too.
Okay, I'm not sure. I just know
meteoric rise.
Yeah, I know Jacob Tierney, who is the creator is probably the wrong word because it's adapted, but
right.
He, I've watched all of Letterkenny, and he was involved in that show, which is like a hockey comedy.
Yeah,
that started on Crave in Canada and Hulu took in the States, and it kind of blew up.
Yeah,
and so he's always done a good job with hockey stories and plots and whatnot.
Maybe he's like the showrunner,
and he's the showrunner, or whatever the person who had the responsibility of adapting the book to the show, and has done a great job with it. Pete and DJ of What Chaos have done an awesome job, sort of recapping / bringing it more into the mainstream.
Yeah.
And it's been cool. Like we hockey allies, we're just like any attention on the sport we can get, love it.
See, I'm taking the opposite. I'm like any attention that we can get on the smut
and
love it.
Sport smut.
Like you and I are each side of the coin. It's like I'm the pro smut coin, you're the pro hockey coin.
Pro hockey. I'm like, please watch my sport. Please like my sport.
No, I'm like, please make smut more mainstream.
And it seems to coincide with the like hockey smut, specifically. Randy was actually talking about this because he's a big fan of hockey smut. Sure. How hockey has become a vehicle for a lot of smut to begin with, whether it's Heated Rivalry or other authors. And
I think there's just
stories.
A lot of like
it seems to be a popular.
It's a popular genre within smut.
Yeah.
It's like the sports angle, but also hockey tends to be one of them for some reason. Yeah, I apologize that I haven't seen it yet. I'm very excited to start. I am a little worried about starting because I think that it's going to consume my life.
I don't think it's I haven't seen it either. It's not a long series.
No.
It's like a kind of a
it's not that I'm like, oh, I can't. I don't have to. I'm like,
yeah.
There's a very high likelihood that I get what I refer to as a book hangover from this, or like a show hangover, where you are like it fully consumes you, and then you're like, I need something that's gonna give me the same feeling. You got to like chase that high.
It's like a drug.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's a huge part of like reading is when you read a really awesome book, then you get a book hangover, and you're like, I need something to fulfill that like level of like intrigue, excitement, like page turning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think that the show has now caused everyone to start reading the books because they're like, gotta get that
more.
high.
I think a lot of fan fictions too. People do romance fan fictions of hockey.
I mean, fan fiction is also a very large part of smut, but also like fantasy writing, things like that. Like, I think I've talked about this before. This is a kind of a hard pivot, but there is a huge community that writes fan fiction for Draco and Hermione called Dramini fan fiction.
Dave was talking about that. There's like one really big one that everyone was reading.
So there's a couple big authors who have like wrote fan fiction on a message board or like a forum
Wow.
that ended up getting book deals from it. So one of
No
them
way.
started and is now a mainstream book called Alchemized, but started as a Hermione Draco fan fiction. And then there's like 3 or 4 people who were authors of fan fiction and got book deals from it.
Yeah, and Brett, not don't you forget the matriarch of smut, the one that started probably it all in the new age is 50 Shades of Grey, which started out
Was
as
Twilight
a
fan
Twilight
fiction.
fan fiction.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
So
at
how about that?
You guys just
E.L.
filling me
James.
in.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. I have a friend who's watching Game of Thrones for the first time. I feel like that didn't launch the follow-ups that it should have. There's like spin-offs, like prequels and whatnot.
There's 2.
What
yeah.
do you mean?
Less like smut of the main characters. It's launched more like, here's how the characters came to be 1,000 years later.
Well, the problem with books like that, the same thing with Harry Potter, is that you are taking an author's original work, and though people are writing fan fiction and things like that, say the Hermione fan fiction, none of that can be published because those are J.K. Rowling's characters.
Yeah.
So the same thing with Game of Thrones. I mean, I'm sure that the fan fiction community within Game of Thrones is quite robust, but it's you can't take those storylines from an author that's their intellectual property.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So how did 50 Shades of Grey then happen?
Because 50 Shades of Grey, she started writing Twilight fan fiction, similar to like these people who got the book deals, but it's like those characters have like the thing that they have the most in common is the fact that they both take place in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay. So it's not, somebody didn't write like
it's not Edward.
fan
Right.
fic.
No.
Okay,
These are
Edward
like
isn't some businessman that has a dark, kinky side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts to
also Game of Thrones isn't smut. There's just a lot of sex in it. It doesn't mean it's smut.
I agree. There is a difference. There's a difference from like just like blatant sex on your screen that HBO, who I think is the one who the network for Heated Rivalry, tends to have on shows like Game of Thrones. I'm trying to think of like other shows that they've had that have just been like really explicit sex scenes, but like that are not.
They're plot points, not the story. The story's not like supposed to turn.
Whereas smut is like the whole point of it is like the tension leading up to it. Like, are they going to get together? You know, they're going to get together at some point, but there's also like, it only is smut if it's like following specific tropes, and it's smut, but it's also the romance is the priority, and then the sex is just the addition to that.
The payoff.
So to
speak. Okay.
But you're still there for like the overall romantic storyline arc.
I get my attention from Hallmark movies.
Yeah, no,
All right. Heated Rivalry. Sally, it's on Sally's list.
Okay. I'll have more to say next week.
Okay. There'll be a follow-up on that one. Here's the next one. Hey, Malin, I got a doozy, and I'll try to make this tactical. That's my doozy. Cleared my throat. I've been with my wife for the last 8 years of my young adult life. I've been married for 2 of them. Literally just after our last anniversary in September, I found out she cheated on me and has been emotionally/physically involved with another guy she works with, like sex, I love yous, the whole 9. At first, we tried to work things out. Shortly after I deployed, about 1.5 months ago, she told me she once again cheated, but, quote, fully ended things and could now focus on us 100%. This was only half the truth, and she continued contact, who knows what else, 4 weeks until finally ending things completely. Needless to say, these past few months have been rough, and I've been trying to figure out where to go from here. I think I already know my answer, but I wanted to hear the opinions of the random people on the internet I've come to trust with so many facets of my life. I do still love her and care for her so deeply, but I just can't imagine a way forward at this point, and I'm stuck. Love you both. Thanks for all that you do. If you're ever in SD, I would assume that's San Diego, say so, and I'll make sure to give you a lay of the land.
Or South Dakota.
Could be also be South Dakota. So
You got to end this. First of all,
this is a
yeah,
multiple time incineration of trust that you cannot get back.
no.
No matter how much you
even the
quote,
first time, it
work
wasn't
on
even
it.
just sex. It was I love you to this
Yeah.
other person. Like
Yeah.
that's even worse. That's like another level of cheating
Yeah.
too. Like
like
you should have
physically
ended it then.
and emotionally. It wasn't a fling on a cruise ship at work. It was as deep as it gets.
Yeah. Obviously, I think the best way to sum this up is when people show you who they are,
Yeah.
you believe them. And she has not once, but twice. The one time enough was for me.
100%.
And we have talked about cheating on this show before. We have talked about cheating in random conversations that did not take place on this show. I think it's important to have nuance in what happened. And I will never excuse cheating, but I think that there is a difference of like, first of all, like you're married. To me, and have been together for a long time. That's a huge break in trust. Like the timeline matters, the extent matters, and your own personal ability to like deal with it. Because for me personally, like,
no,
if my partner cheats on me, I don't think I'll ever get over it.
No, you can never think they ever go anywhere again and be
right. Yeah, it's like the trust is gone, and that includes
gone.
like one random don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
the like full blown affair,
right?
Second relationship. Did she say it was somebody she worked with?
Yeah, guys she works with, and then again while deployed, continuing to do this
with someone else
behind his back.
Right. So it's like, first of all, it's happening at work, which is already one thing that I think people already have a difficult time with. We talked about like the work wife, the work husband. That's already hard for people because you're spending so much time with them, or like your spouse is spending so much time with someone else that they're close to. I don't see how it's okay for, again, it's like she's still working with the guy. Makes it sound like she's still with, like they might have ended things, but like she's still around this person all the time. This is all inexcusable from the first get-go, but like then added the fact that like she still works with the guy and she did it again while you were gone.
Right. Again. Yeah.
I don't know if it's two separate guys or the same guy twice. But
no, I think it was two separate people.
She just says she once again cheated, but fully ended things. So she didn't say.
Oh, that's true. It could have been but it doesn't matter. Yeah. She did it twice. One but like obviously for extended period of times. Again. Yeah.
Then she lied about it. She said,
and then she said
fully ended it and then
was still continuing to talk to that
you need to end this. I know the way forward is going to be rough, but like you can't continue with this.
Honestly, the way it's almost cleaner because there's so much, that evidence is the wrong word, but there's so many times that you can clean break this.
Right.
It's not just like a flirtatious thing that hadn't been acted upon and there was tension there. This is like a full-fledged affair that has now been not caught, but like exposed multiple times. And it almost, I know it's not easy, but it makes it like, oh, it makes more clear cut. This is clean, clear cut closure break.
Yeah.
I need to give some tough love. You may love her. She does not love you.
Right.
Someone who loves you does not do this to
Correct.
you. And if she's still around, it's more because your shared history, you have been together for 8 years.
It's comfortable.
It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like you don't respect someone and do this to them.
Exactly.
And so I understand that you still love her. Again, I think with time and maybe some therapy, you can go back and realize like I loved her because of who we were maybe when we met 8 years ago.
Sure. And it's just become something different.
Right. And now it's something different because I don't think that you love the woman who's done this to you. And if she would have done that when you first started dating her, you wouldn't have married her.
Exactly.
Right? Like
totally. Yep.
So I hope that the random internet strangers have given you the like push you need, but please know like it's time to move on.
It's over. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say this in like a mean way, but like please don't be the person who sticks around for her to just prove time and time again
Yeah.
that you mean nothing.
You deserve better. You deserve more respect as a man. Like it's time.
And
it's time.
it should absolutely be said, this really has nothing to do with him. Like,
Right,
it's not
yeah.
his fault.
Mhm.
She's likely going to continue this pattern for the rest of her life.
Mhm.
I would honestly be shocked. It's not like your relationship or you and you got cheated on and like, what did you do that caused her to cheat? That has nothing to do with it. People like this who are like, they almost have a personality trait where they're addicted to like neither the drama or the thrill of the chase or whatever.
Or the
it may
grass is greener. And you
right.
can't
And like,
get the-
there's never going to be, she's never going to be with someone where she just settles down and like
Mhm.
doesn't look at it in another direction. And I think for me, that mindset's like almost easier to move on because you're like, she's never gonna change.
Yeah.
Nor is it worth like sticking around waiting to see if she does.
No, you're put your mental health, put yourself, put your future first here. And that's a chapter of your life that can mercifully end.
And
right.
honestly, like I'm sure a lot of entangled personal lives because you've been together for so long. But like, to me, this is like we're clean cut and like,
Yeah.
do not contact me.
And
Yeah.
also,
I don't want to
when
like
you're-
talk to your family. I don't like want to hear from your friends. Like,
Yeah.
we are breaking up and we are separating our lives.
And you're the one that's at fault.
And you're the one that's at fault. And anybody who chooses to support you is not somebody that I want to
Right.
continue to
This
be
is-
friends with.
easily explain to your family, your friends,
Right.
your colleagues, like as clean cut. And it sounds like it does. There's no kids involved, so it's even
Yeah.
Yeah.
easier to completely separate things. Like, let us be the ones to tell you, like, hey, man, I'm sorry first, but have some self-respect and move on.
Get out.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I want to say, like, yeah, for sure. Sorry that happened. This sucks. I
Yeah.
know it's like a big ego hit and like
Of course,
just
yeah,
a
exactly.
big betrayal and all that. But
Don't want to gloss over that
sucks.
at
I'll
all.
also say thank you for your service.
Yeah,
too.
yep.
When you
Thank
said
you for your
deploy, I'm
service.
assuming you're a service in the military. But yeah, this sucks and know that it does. Like, there's no getting around it. And sorry this is happening to you.
But
and the-
don't set yourself up for it to continue sucking.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. The feeling
Like, you
of-
deserve happiness. So
you deserve
choose that.
happiness, and the feeling of freedom that you will have once you are able to cut this clean and move on is
Yeah.
gonna be worth all of the pain that you've gone through.
Yeah.
Promise you.
Ugh. Hey, Mail-In fam. This one's for Sally mostly. I'm a 30-year-old man and am starting to shop for an engagement ring for my girlfriend, a 26-year-old female of 6 years. She works as a prosthesist.
Oh.
I was struggling with
Prosthetist.
prosthetist.
Man,
Prosthetist? God, that is
They-
embarrassing that I don't know this word.
definitely a word that when you started stumbling, I was like, wait, what?
She builds prosthetics.
I
for
was just going to say
patients.
she builds prosthetics. And then I was like, I should say what he said. And then I was like, now I sound like an idiot.
I'm gonna go with prosthetist. That doesn't
No,
sound good.
no,
once I say it.
Yeah, I'll
prosthetist.
put it
Prosthetist,
in
yeah.
Google
Prosthetist.
pronunciation. Let's see if I can figure
Do
this
we
out.
need to cut this out so I don't sound like a total dodo?
No,
Prosthetist. I like, admittedly, anesthetist is hard to say.
All right.
When
Sure.
you read it,
Are you ready for it?
yes.
Okay.
Prosthetist.
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 Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
She works as a prosthetist, building prosthetics for patients. Wow, that's a tongue tie. So she wears a lot of gloves as well as works in a machine shop. How do I approach shopping for a ring that's beautiful, but she can still comfortably wear at work? What settings should I look for? Thankfully, she has classical timeless taste and doesn't care for excessive stones or settings. I have no idea what I'm doing. Any advice is appreciated.
I have multiple things here.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
congrats.
on the
I
pending engagement.
Does she want to wear it at work?
Yeah, I was,
Okay,
that
so
was
that's
my
number
first
one.
thought,
Is
too.
can you have two? Can you have like a work? Like you work in the medical field. You know,
So I
where
wear
the-
my ring to work, and I do wear gloves, but it like my stones are, I have a 3-stone ring that's like, because the 3 stones are all together, it's like kind of more of a lay versus like one
Yeah.
giant stone
If
sticking
you have one
out.
giant stone, it rips through a glove. It catches
Right.
on things.
I mean, and then like it can rip through a glove depending
Sure,
on like how big my gloves are, but also a lot of times, like I go to work and I just wear my wedding band, which is just diamonds that are like more flat, and it's less like intrusive to what I'm doing.
Right.
So one, she may not even, and then there's people in the medical field and other fields too who don't wear wedding rings and will wear one of those like rubber ones.
Yeah, like a little silicone one.
Which like I am not that person. Like I'd rather just not wear a ring. So she may not like. I would get her the engagement ring that you want to get her, and then if she wants to wear something to work, you could like she could always wear her wedding band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something else that still signifies, hey, I'm married or engaged.
But I also think when you go to a jeweler, you can say like, I want kind of a low profile ring, because profile is talking like if you have something that I think is like timeless and beautiful. It's just a round cut diamond on a gold band. Like there's no like a solitaire diamond, which means it's the only one. There's like no halo or any extra like rings or like diamonds around it. And it's just on a single gold band. The problem with that is that because it's just one gemstone, it can sit high up. So then you just have the diamond and then the band. But a lot of people don't make them that way for several reasons. One, you are fully exposing the diamond to just getting absolutely crushed by things. So, or not really crushed. Obviously it's a diamond, but hitting things, it's
coats,
hanging on things, scratching stuff, losing the diamond, like so a lot of people will not make a ring like that. The other problem is that when you have a single stone like that that's on like a thin band, it just flops around because there's nothing to support it. So even my own rings like turn around where the diamonds go to the inside of my hand. That's not uncommon, but you don't want something that's going to be like so top heavy that it just flops around. So if you go to a jeweler, I would say like, I'm thinking something classic. For me, classic timeless is like plain metal band, single diamond. Maybe you get like a diamond on each side and you do like a 3-stone ring, or maybe you have like, I love a under halo. So like a halo was a big trend probably 15 years ago where you had like small pave or tiny diamonds like around it. So it like say you had a big circle and then you have like tiny little circle diamonds around it. So that it made the stone look bigger. So you could get away with a smaller stone and then do a halo. So it made your whole ring look bigger. That was like a trend back in the like probably almost 20 years ago. But now people do what's called like an under halo. And so if you have a diamond, then below the diamond, like sitting in the basket is a little like smaller diamonds where it sits in that so that if it catches the light or something, it looks more sparkly. And it can like add a little bit more stability. But I would go to a jeweler, give them your budget, tell them what she likes. If she like, and then just say, you know, I need help. Like it's not, if y'all have been together for a while, asking her what she likes is not out of the realm.
I wanted to jump in. Like at what point can you really get her like opinion but like what do you want?
Well, also if she's got a sister or like a best friend you can consult, that's helpful because like Will went to my sister Emily. And honestly, like I don't think that I would have ever picked out my ring for myself. But it's something that I love. Like Emily knowing my taste and Will knowing my taste like went together and were like, this is what she's like. And they chose like a 3-stone ring set in gold, which is perfect for me. But so choosing somebody, if you have like, even like her mom, although getting like the mom involved is kind of annoying, but like a sister or friend is always really helpful. Especially if you want it to be more of a surprise because she's probably told them.
Oh yeah. And there's a Pinterest page somewhere and her friends know like what she's
like
into,
Emily knew for a fact, like Sally's never going to put a single ounce of silver on her body. So don't even dare go for silver or platinum. Like she's going to only want yellow gold. Is that a vampire thing?
Vampires don't like silver, right?
No, that's werewolves.
That's werewolves, you dumbass. They don't like garlic and stakes in the heart.
Golly, I got to brush up on my smut and fantasy.
Yeah, and the sun makes them sparkle.
I knew that. Yeah, I think my whole thing was like, how much do you ask her for her input? 1, and 2, like at what point are you just like, not give me options, but just be like, give me things you hate. So I know
Yeah.
not to.
Probably a sister friend knows that.
Okay.
And then I think the jeweler is your best friend because they deal with this all the time. And you can say, like,
Mhm.
here's my budget. And they're going to give you things that are going to get you the best value for your money without having, like, it's not in their interest to give you something above your budget that you're going to walk away and go, no, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Right. Like, they're going to work with what you have and telling them, like, hey, she works in this. She wears gloves sometimes. Like, is this not a good option for that? Mostly because they're the people who are repairing jewelry who know, like, how it gets banged up. But I wouldn't have that being the, like, overlying factor.
Yeah, I think you get her the ring that she wants and let her worry about if she's gonna wear it to work or not.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you can always get something like I like the wedding band idea.
Yeah.
Something that's low pro, keep the wedding or the ring itself at home or in a locker or whatever you do, and then it's glove friendly.
Yeah.
And prosthetist.
Prosthetist.
Prosthetist? No.
Prosthetist.
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 Prosthetist friendly. Damn, Schwartz in like a machine shop, just CNC.
You've called her a
machines.
prostitute like
I
8
have.
times.
I apologize. I don't. Just trying to figure out that word. Good luck.
Good luck.
Fun. Hey y'all. Long time, but not first time. Shouts to our multiple timers. Like that guy in the other question. Sorry, that was mean. I've been dating my girlfriend for 8 months now. Things are going unbelievably well, and I can see myself proposing within the next year. With our relationship going so well, as sometimes is the case, we've both gained a little bit of relationship weight. For her, most of that new weight has gone directly to her boobs and ass. Her new, quote, heavier body looks like it was sculpted by the gods, yet all she sees is the number on the scale. She hates the weight gain and views herself as fat, which isn't the truth. Not just me bragging that she has a fat ass, as her friends have consistently commented on how good her new figure looks. How can I help make her feel loved, attractive, and confident when all she thinks is that she's fat? Please help. This is the woman I want to marry, so it pains me to see her feel hurt for something so untrue. Help.
Okay. You can continue to build her up, compliment her, tell her you love her, but like anything, she's not going to change her viewpoint or herself or her habits or whatever until it, like, comes from within. So like your outside perspective of, like, I love your body, you look great, you look perfect, etc., is like some external confidence for her, but it's never going to sit completely until she can have some acceptance.
Right.
And I think this is where therapy is very beneficial. And I say it in the context of, I think you continue to build her up, continue to be positive. Like, if y'all are, again, this person clearly doesn't want to, like, change his girlfriend at all. Like, we get the people who are like, hey, she's like, put on a little weight and she's unhappy. And, like, I think she looks fine, but, like, I'm happy for her to get healthier. Like, how do I do that? That's not what he's saying. He's like, fuck yeah.
He's like, I love this new figure.
But so, like, there's always like, you get healthy and then she gets healthy. Like, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case here. Like, she's not going to have self-acceptance until she can do, like, the inner work. And that's not your job. Your job is to support her. But if you want to support her further, one thing that Will said to me when we were getting married was we went to premarital counseling, and she was asking us a bunch of different questions. But one of them was like, what is your, like, level of confidence? And he looked at me and he was like, you are really hard on yourself, and it's hard for me to watch or, like, listen to. And you're your biggest critic. And, like, not about, I mean, about weight, yes, but like a myriad of other things. And he was like, I think, because again, we, like, went through a whole host of, like, list of things to go down. And one of those is, like, how you view yourself and your ability to, like, your acceptance helps you accept partners and like how you interact in relationships, and maybe like your upbringing caused that and things like that. And so I personally did my own work for self-esteem in addition to like our premarital counseling. Literally, like he said that to me. Our therapist was like, I'm going to send you some resources. And then but it was like in a way that didn't feel like I was being attacked. And again, like, I think that that's very easy, not very easy, but he's coming from it of like, I love you. I love everything you look like and are doing. And I loved you before and I will love you after, but like, I want you to love yourself. And he's not coming with critiques. But I think it's an appropriate thing to say, especially after like maybe weeks and or months of her being self-disparaging of like, I think it would be helpful if you talk to somebody about self-esteem. And many of us in the millennial, like younger millennial generation have to undo the lessons we learned from our parents and society.
The number on the scale.
About the number on the scale. Because I think that that's something that's changing, has been changing for probably the past decade, but especially hard for our generation to understand. Because if you think about the diet culture that we grew up with in the 90s of like low fat, and then it was low fat for forever. Like all of our moms were eating low fat, no fat cheese, which is like a fucking conundrum, or like
we've switched. We're now in a high
but
protein,
now we're but then industry. And then we were no carbs. You can't eat carbs ever. And now everything of like this is cyclical, but our generation specifically was very and we were in the 90s when heroin chic was very in. And then we went through the 2000s where being a Kardashian was very in. And so if you grew up with that, and every generation's exposed to their own trauma, but if you grew up with those in your head, then all we were conditioned to think about is the number on the scale.
Right.
Which we know now is not a holistic representation of what's going on in your body.
At all.
Because muscle weighs more than fat. And even if you are, 2% fat, you could have like the worst digestive system on the planet and still be incredibly unhealthy. Like health is a way bigger picture than what one number shows you.
Absolutely.
And I think it's important for her to talk to someone that's not
you or her friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she needs to do the work of loving herself. Because she's not going to be able to like fully love you or anyone else if she can't love herself. And that's always a work in progress.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, but like one of the things that like we talked about that when I got married, and then when I was pregnant and like really down on myself, was like, where are the resources that our therapist sent you? Like you need to go back to that. Cause like you can't be so upset about gaining weight when you're pregnant.
Yeah. The miracle of life causing you to gain weight is like,
but that's a really hard thing for people to grapple with.
Of course.
And I've said this before too, but I didn't really have this much self-acceptance until after I gave birth to both sons and like went through postpartum, et cetera. And then was way more aligned with like my own body and not like fighting it constantly, and just like embracing like, okay, that's not perfect. That takes a lot of work. It takes work, and it's not something that he can do for her.
Yeah.
That was really long-winded. I'm sorry, but
it absolutely is right and makes sense. This poor guy, he's like my girlfriend's
perfect, and
my girlfriend's putting weight in all the right places, and now she doesn't want it anymore. And
if she really only cares about the number, then go in and like adjust the settings on your scale.
I was gonna say, learn how to do that.
just be like, no, babe, protein or muscle weighs more than fat. It's going to the right
See,
spots.
that's what I'm
but
thinking. I want to know the
that
language he uses, because if he's just reassuring her, she's going to think he's lying to her. It's like, oh, you're just saying that because you love me.
Right.
Maybe make sure like you come like honestly, like really be like, no, this isn't me just reassuring you. Like, how are you saying if it's just not like, no, you look great. Like they're going to be like, well, you're just saying that.
You're like, no, I'm literally becoming more attracted to you by the day.
Here's the caveat that I will say about
You got to
that.
be careful of that, though.
I agree. Like being like, no, you look great. That feels like you're not paying attention. But also, people who are already insecure about their weight their brain will turn anything into a problem. So
body
Randy,
dysmorphia deal.
in the sense of like him saying like, I love you like this, like you look perfect to me. The problem is if she loses any weight, then she's going to be like, well, I'm not his perfect ideal anymore. So somebody, again, it's like, you've got to fix the root problem. I agree that like, make your compliments meaningful, like make it known that you love her but I would be careful about like, don't change. Like, you're better now than you were. And I know you weren't saying that, but it's in someone's mind who is insecure. That is going to get shifted around. Because I've used that on Will too before. I've been like, well, you said I looked better like this. And he's like, I was just giving you a compliment at the time. Like I wasn't trying.
Right.
And it was like, he was just doing what he thought was right, which was correct. Like supporting me, loving me, accepting me. And my brain is like, well, one time 2 years ago, he said he liked my hair at this length. And like, again, that's work she's got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yes, be more
intentional
than just like, no, you look fine. Great. That looks great.
That looks so good.
Like, don't put
it off. You want to do one more quick?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You got it?
Oh, am I? Oh, I'm ready. I'm reading it. Sorry. My wife and I have a kids-free trip coming up to New York with another couple B.
Just a couple.
We'll call them couple B. We are all mid-30s with preschool-aged kids. We booked fancy dinners, Broadway shows, etc. My wife was talking with another friend, wife C, about the trip, and wife C said it sounded fun. My wife said something like, "It will be fun. You guys should come." Oh, oops! The accidental invite.
Yeah.
Maybe like a courtesy thing. Not really expecting her to book it, but couple C booked their NYC trip that evening. That's the problem. Couples B and C have met but aren't friends. Couple B are rightfully upset, and my wife knows she messed up. We won't be able to add 2 people to our reservation, sales, etc. How do we salvage this?
The old accidental
invite. Can't
uninvite.
You can't uninvite, and unfortunately, this is your wife's mess to clean up. Because I have done shit like this too. I'm like, oh my God, y'all should totally
come to dinner with us. It's like, wait.
And then you're like, oh, I actually can't add people to the reservation.
Yeah.
I think it is perfectly acceptable for your wife to go back to wife C and be honest and be like, hey, we are going to have a great time. Y'all are welcome to come. We do have all of these things set, and we are unable to add people to the reservation.
I think honesty is sort of the best policy here. Be like, look, we booked these however long ago, wasn't expecting another ad, can't add. We have these group activities we can do as 3 couples, but these 2 couple things are kind of booked, and y'all go do your thing in New York.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to like couples trips. I feel like don't need to, you're not locked at the hip the whole time.
This makes it complicated. And I have been in situations like this. It's like, it is your wife's fault for throwing it out there, but she was kind of like probably just being nice and like,
oh yeah, totally.
And then it's like also wife C's fault for just like fully booking it
that day.
Yeah. Let's go.
Right.
Boom,
because
booked.
Maybe she's just one of those people who's like, oh my God, sounds fun. Cool.
Yeah.
And like those people exist. Like those people are just like, yeah, I can do anything at the drop of a hat. Don't care.
Come in, done.
And then you're like, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. And I get why couple B is kind of pissed because also they're like, well, fuck, like we don't know these people that well. Like I'm not trying to go spend a vacation with them.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the best thing to do is get with your wife, see what you can compromise on. Like, obviously, the shows y'all already have tickets to. Maybe they can get tickets to the show. I think it's all the reason that it sucks to add someone to the group trip is because traveling with groups is always a little dicey. And as you get older, you're like, these are people I'm cool to travel with. And these are people I never want to see on a plane ever or in
you don't really know somebody until you travel with them.
Right. And like adding the third couple has now thrown a weird, because probably you and couple B get along. Because it's important when you're an adult or whenever, like when you travel with people, you're like, okay, we know that like we're good to go off on our own and come back later.
Yeah.
We don't have to spend every moment together. If we get sick of each other, we'll just take our space. And when you add in a third party, it like creates a new dynamic.
Yeah. There's sort of like a auto pressure to tie it all together more, it feels like, because you can't just separate yourself and be couple and couple.
Well, and they're not all as close.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like you can still travel with three couple. Like,
oh yeah.
Will and I have like two couple friends that I'm like, if all three couples go travel together, like I know for a fact that we're all on the same page of like what we want out of the trip.
Yeah.
And none of us have an issue being like, I have a headache and I'm not going to feel bad about skipping XYZ event. So the problem with that is like B and C aren't that close.
Totally.
You know, when everyone's close and on the same page, you can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. No,
so I think you maybe get with the wife, maybe couple B and are like, we messed up. We're going to tell them that. I don't know that they're going to change, but like, what are the activities we can add them to? Like brunch, I think that we can get a reservation for 6.
Yeah.
Cool. Like do the legwork on finding what you can add them to. But like your polo reservation, that was already hard to get. You don't need to add them.
Yeah, don't change anything you've already booked.
Yeah.
For their sake.
And then I think you go back and you're like, hey, so happy y'all are going to be there at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see y'all, but we aren't able to change these reservations, and we booked this months ago.
Yeah, and be honest. Just be like, oh, that's a 4-person thing. Happy to go to brunch. Happy to go out with you guys after a show or something like that. Meet up, but in the meantime, go do your thing and treat it like it's not a 3-couple trip, and just we'll see you when we see you.
In the elevator at the hotel.
Hotel bar at the end of the night for one drink apiece.
This is tough because I've done this before.
Oh yeah, I mean,
maybe not with the trip, but like,
yeah. Oh, you want to go to dinner? Like, oh yeah,
totally come. And then you're like,
it's like, fuck.
Why did I do that? You want to come to this like random day event? Like, I have totally done this. And then Will's like, what are you thinking?
Tell them to walk Central Park all day so they get like 34,000 steps in, and they're just like, I'm too tired for dinner.
Go to the zoo.
Randy went to the zoo.
I went to the zoo.
Yeah,
we walked through the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally walked through it, but it was cold and I was in heels. So
you walked Central Park in heels, like a significant distance, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a dumb call. Like I knew better, but
it's not flat either.
No, well, so we were staying on the east side and we were going to a restaurant on the west side, and I was like, it's so pretty. It's like I've got a full fit happening. Like, let's just go.
Let's huff it.
Let's do it. So we walked along, like whatever street that is, like by the plaza.
Okay. Like, so like at the bottom, so like to Lincoln Square or whatever.
Yeah.
Lincoln Circle, excuse me. 58th-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we walked on the street and that was fine. I mean, it was not great. We got into it and I was like, I regret this choice.
Those avenues will get you, man.
But then we got there and I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Had a drink, felt great. And then I'm like, it's so pretty.
Let's walk back.
We got to walk through the park.
Yeah.
And we walked actually through the park.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I looked like an insane, like uppity bitch who was in silk pants and like 4-inch heels. But we were just like leisurely walking the park, but not like running a lap. Although I truly do make fun of people. Like, if you ever see somebody on Town Lake in jeans, are you just like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I do that.
Wait. See somebody running in jeans?
Or just like walking Town Lake, like in just full clothes.
Oh, I see.
But like the loop. Not like the bridge or the pedestrian walkway, like the full blown like loop.
No,
right? You would think they're insane.
Right. I go home and I walk. We have a really good walking like loop at my place.
Right.
I will change into like Lulu
athleisure
joggers every single time for that exact reason. I don't want somebody to think I'm a psychopath for walking.
Well, people definitely looked at me and were like, that lady's a psycho. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at it now. We walked down Central Park South.
Yeah.
Like across Central Park South. Yeah. And then we walked like kind of the 65th Street
crossover.
Yeah. Or like kind of around it. Like I feel like where we were walking was a walking area.
Yeah.
And less like people working out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
but we also
yes.
took it slow. We were huffing it on the way to lunch because we were going to miss lunch.
Right.
And then
Columbus Circle. God.
And then we were like slow going on the way back.
Yeah.
And also because I couldn't feel my feet anymore, which was an issue.
Honestly, that's fair. And it's not a place that you necessarily want to go barefoot or bare stocking.
No, and it is my own fault. I should have worn more comfortable shoes. But also the shoes required the outfit required the shoes.
So that's a very New York thing is people will carry their nice like dress shoes and throw on sneakers to do their walk, because people in New York walk
like they're commuting.
Everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So that if there's any place where you will see quote unquote like ridiculous outfits where it's, you know, a mink coat and dinner attire and a pair of
I
Asics,
mean, I should have just done it.
It's
I
New
should
York.
have. But I didn't.
That's a real New York ball knower stuff right there.
Right.
But,
I even had that thought, and then I was like, I don't want to be at lunch with like my bag of shoes.
Yeah. But man, that's why everybody in New York has such big bags, because they walk everywhere and they need to change into their.
I mean, we looked like tourists. I didn't really care. And part of it too was we were walking through the park, and I was like, I want to walk through the park with Will so we can like get photos.
Sure. It's a beautiful place.
But I mean, if I could do it again, I'd probably honestly wear the same thing. I don't give a shit.
No, just throw that. That's like the Asics under a $10,000 outfit has become soup du jour there.
Yeah.
Probably has been forever, but now it's just
it's making me want to go to New York, to be honest. Maybe we'll join their trip.
Hey, hop in.
Let us know when it is.
I had a wedding in New York this year. I'm excited about it. Let us know where you go.
Yeah.
Or if you need, I mean, New York recs is probably the toughest city in the United States to be like, oh, give me some recs for New York. It's like, I can. I mean, there's 35,000 other things that you could do. And I lived there for 3 years.
Like
I've experienced it.
30 of them.
30 of them. Yeah, exactly. Gem Saloon.
Well, that's when people ask me for recs on like big cities, like London, somewhere I'd love to go. I'm also like, I haven't been there. Yeah. And now at this point, 2 years. So like you want to like things have changed. There's better places to go than what I'm going to say.
Right. Yeah.
And there are places that are like institutions and I'm like, oh my. But when I give a rec, I'm like, we loved this. But that doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or that you're going to love it. It's just like, oh, you want good something? Well, I loved this when I went, and I would recommend.
Because like there are 30,000 restaurants in New York, and I can tell you the places we went and liked. Again, I think it's better to just be like, don't go here.
Yeah, the don't go.
Here's what you don't want to do. And
you want it, and you have your zones that you like or neighborhoods. But
yeah,
I couldn't tell you the best seafood in Chelsea. I can tell you that I do love XYZ spot.
Right.
Go to Catch. Get yourself a steak.
Wow.
I've only been one time. It was good.
I've actually never been in New York. Been in Vegas.
There you go.
Been in Vegas. That was a good one.
That's a good one. That's going to do it for us today, Sal. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Sally. If you want to leave a question for us, it's going to be in the description of this episode right here and the YouTube. I'm doing the YouTube thing. Leave it anonymously. Leave your name if you like. Prosthetist.
Prosthetic.
Golly. I'm sorry. But
sorry to your future wife.
I apologize. Anyway, that's going to do it. Sally, where can the folks find you?
Sally deFries and Sal.Gals.
I'm Brett Merriman.
That's Merriman.
It's Randy Trimbacki at Randy Trimbacki. See you guys next week.
Bye.